So as human beings, we all have a built-in system, which is the fight or flight. The fight or flight response is designed to keep us safe. And this is something that happens when we get and feel the feelings of anxiety. So when we feel anxiety, we notice the common physical symptoms like, increased heart rate, breathing is increased, we feel more tense, and we feel like we want to get away from the situation. Therefore, the fight or flight is activated. So this is encouraging us to either get away from the situation or fight the situation. So for example, if we're being chased by a bear, what we want to do is get away from the situation and escape it as soon as possible. So in this case, we might, our heart rate is increased, our breathing is increased, our blood is pumped with more oxygen to get us prepared for that flight moment. But in modern day, these situations are triggered on a daily basis and not necessarily by a physical threat. So for example, if we're on a first date or if we're going to an interview, the same fight or flight, the evolutionary mechanism that we have built in is triggered. Therefore, this causes feelings of being overwhelmed, lots of anxiety, and it becomes very difficult to manage because our physical sensations are going into overdrive. So what we want to understand is this can be a perfectly normal response, and there are ways that we can manage this by using some grounding techniques. But again, understanding the fight or flight and how anxiety seems to present itself is a very important step before we try to use the techniques.
There's 37 videos in total looking at different elements of thoughts, feelings, behaviours and physical responses to distress and discomfort. We hope you find some help from them.